It's another beautiful day, and I thank God that He has enabled me to see this day. I hope you're doing well. This is African Mom's World. In today's video, I take you on a tour from Webuye Town to Kanduyi Town, which is in Bungoma County, one of the counties in the western part of Kenya. And we will see everything that we would have loved to see by the roadside. I hope you will be with me to the end, and we'll end up at the Hopkins Hospital. Thank you, and let's get into the video. So it's been a while since I used this route, and I decided to do so. We passed that at the Kenya Medical Training College in Webuye Town, which is close to the educational offices. Some people say it is in the background of the city of Webuye, or the town of Webuye. It's really growing fast, actually. As you can see, it is really well done, and there's a lot of green sceneries all over the place. The tarmac is actually very nice, except just at a few places where there are potholes. But I think this is a job well done for the county. So as you can see, we have a lot of shops that are by the roadside. They are an extension of the main shops. I don't know why many Kenyans do this. When they have a shop, they also have an extension outside. You can see a lot of gas cylinders. Generally, this street is the main one in Webuye Town, and there's a lot of traffic, let me see. But it's a good place to do any shopping. It has really grown. There's a good population. It's quite high. It's increasing. You can actually get everything here, except for the prices, which may want to make you go to a bigger town like the county headquarters, which is in Bungoma. But see how it looks like. There are a lot of transport business going on here, motorbikes, and generally there's a lot of activity. And so we parked by the roadside just to see how the town looks like, and it's really exciting. There's a lot of business in this town. You could have things that you never thought there would be in this town. In fact, the booking office to Mombasa is right in the middle of the town. This town actually has grown because it was of the pan paper factory, which closed down. But now you can see big supermarkets. So we head to Kanduyi, which is just next to Bungoma town. Actually, it's an extension. And as you can see, the road network is relatively good, and the road is not so packed. But there are so many small towns on the roadside, and all of them are active, serving the community around. So there's this big roundabout that heads to Eldoret or Kakamega, Nairobi, Kisumu on your left. So we pass through the underpass and just take now the road directly to Bungoma town. You can see the concrete that has been built in between to separate the roads on the ones going to Eldoret and the ones using the road we are using. Clear demarcation. And so we take off, and the things that we see on the roadside are mainly a lot of green. There's also a way bridge here, and you'll notice as we go on with the journey, there are a lot of trucks on this road. So this is the Webuye Way Bridge, and a clear sign is to see the lorries around, and there's a fuel station. Actually, there are so many fuel stations on this road. Then we can see a lot of food in the farms. Maize and sugarcane are the main crops here. So you'll see a lot of green, green, green. Some maize is ready for harvest. Others is dry but still in the farm. Yeah. And I think people are roasting and boiling maize at this hour. The road here that is tarmacked right here is Matulo airstrip. Not yet functional, but it has been planned. As I told you, there are a lot of petrol stations or fuel stations, if you like to call them so. But I enjoyed the green scenery. Although it's mainly maize, bananas, sugarcane, and trees. Actually, there are so many eucalyptus trees here. And the sugarcane is at different stages because that's one of the main cash crops in this region. As you can see on the road, that is a good tarmac road. It has been well done, and I congratulate the county government for doing this road. No, this is not the county government. This is a national road. So they have done well because this road actually goes to the border of Uganda, and you can enter into other places like Rwanda through that road. We are in a town called Matisi. This is actually Matisi area, and you can see many shops around here. It's a small town, but it's growing very fast. There's a lot of business here. It's mainly for subsistence, and also clothes being sold by the roadside. So it's market every day. There's a lot of development also, and of course drying of maize on the road, on the tarmac, which is not a good practice because of the lead that is coming from the tarmac seeping into the maize. It may be dangerous. It looks like we will continue seeing the cows grazing by the roadside, indigenous cows. We are approaching Bukembe market, or is it Bukembe town? And as is other towns that we have seen, there are so many trucks right ahead. This is relatively a busy town. And as you can see, we have a lot of shops that are just close to the road. And it has very nice tarmac. No potholes. Notice the trucks on both directions, some parked on the roadside and others moving towards where we have come from. This looks like an old town. The buildings don't look like it has developed much. Actually, there are some buildings that look like they've been there for a while. But also, there are those that are new and upcoming ones. Then we get back to the road and we see a lot of maize in the farms. Some is drying up. There are also beautiful homes. Just look at those beautiful, well-done houses in this small town. And there are also a lot of eucalyptus trees. As you can see, the road is clear, very clear. There's not much traffic on the road. So let's enjoy the ride until when we are just about Kanduyi town. It's really interesting that even in the countryside, we now have flower gardens, organic flower gardens by the roadside. Beautification is becoming a real deal. It's really a good practice. People are making money in the countryside. Look at those indigenous trees. So many of them. I actually don't know what these ones will be used for, but they look really nice. And now we are just approaching Kanduyi town because it's the town just before Bungoma CBD, Central Business District. But it's so developed you'd think it's the main town. So here we are at our destination, which was Kanduyi town. Look at the buildings. Though it looks like a rural town, but as we see on the side, there's a lot of development. Very beautiful houses and serious businesses that are ongoing. And still, we still have those farmers who live near the town and are still planting maize and other crops. You can see storied buildings. Some are schools and others are business premises. This is really nice. The town has really grown. It's amazing. Look at this school. And then we have this big building. It is actually Canon Medical Hospital, just by the roadside and just as you enter Kanduyi town. Look at this. It looks much bigger than the towns that we have been seeing. There are so many roadside vendors selling all sorts of foodstuffs, of clothes, and we can even include the public transport. They stop at different areas. Just see how busy it is. We have the matatus, the public transport. There are so many of them. We have a bus stop as well for pick up and drop. But just look, this is serious business. Notice the two-way road. I think this is the biggest achievement for Kanduyi or Bungoma town. This only happens in the big cities. In fact, there are even traffic lights. I don't know whether they are solar actually. This is a big improvement. It has really upgraded this town. They even have tuk-tuks, the public transport, the small cars that carry people from any point. Then this is growth, because normally these small cars are normally in Mombasa. Actually, it's actually Mombasa where they have so many. I also like that we have so many business premises around. It shows there's really a lot of exchange of money, and that's a good thing. For the growth of any county, money must be seen to be working. And this is how you can tell that Kanduyi town has really grown. Other than the tuk-tuks for transport, we also have the motorbike riders. They make a lot of trips, both to and fro. And with the unemployment issues surrounding most counties in this country, when you have motorbike riders making several trips, that's a good sign. There's at least some employment for some of these young boys, and I haven't seen any girl, but many of them are ridden by the boys or the young men. The tarmac here has really been done well. You can't even feel any of the bumps. This is really a good way to maintain whatever was brought before you arrived. So I would ask anybody, I would actually recommend anybody who wants to feel or have a feel of the rural community or how communities live. Actually, Western Kenya is, I could actually talk and say they will get the experience they want. So thank you so much for always coming back and for watching to this point. I don't take it for granted. but just have a look at how things run here. This roundabout actually will take you straight ahead to Bungoma Town, which is like 2 or so kilometers away. But also this roundabout, you can use it and now just get back to where you were, but using a different route. I think this is a good thing, and I'm just hoping that you have enjoyed this video about my trip from Webuye Town, which was known for the pan paper mills, and to Kanduyi, which is a town that has really grown. It's so impressive. I think the streetlights and the road are the ones that are making that big difference. Not really, because we also have hospitals and other amenities. So this is the Hopkins Hospital. I actually used it, and it is a place I could actually recommend anybody to go and have themselves checked. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.